Hey friends, thank you so much for watching another video. Today we're going to be working on this Game Boy Advance SP. I've had a few of these, however every single time I've had one I've always reshelled it or sold it or just cleaned it. Basically, I don't have any more. I've sold all of them a while ago. And I regretted it because they went up in price. So I finally found one for a decent price. I bought this for $100 and it came with a cheeky little game cartridge with 369 in one games, which has a bunch of Pokemons on there. I don't know if they're any good, but little bonus. And it came with a charger too, which is awesome. So my goal today is, I do like the look of the black, however pretty much every single Nintendo Game Boy SP shell I've ever seen is pretty scratched up and pretty worn, old looking. So what we're going to be doing today is reshelling it. I bought a new shell and I went for this one. So went for the Famicom shell and I think it'll look awesome. It's probably one of my favorite shells that you can get for this thing. And also fitting because the last video I did a Nintendo Super, the thing with the Super Nintendo. There you go. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to tear this apart, reshell it, and it should look awesome. Well, it will look awesome after because it's going to have a brand new shell on it, and it's one of my favorite shells. So stick around, watch me do that, and please enjoy. So these things are dead simple to work on. First of all, remove the battery cover, then lift out the lithium battery. Usually these things are super inflated, however this one's not too bad. Then we can remove all 6 tri-ring screws, and Bob's your auntie, the back cover comes off. The board only has 3 Phillips head screws, so with those removed we can lift it up and unplug the screen. I'm just lifting out the button membranes and the speaker to use on the new shell later on. This large screw holds down the hinge cover, so with that removed we can get access to the hinges. There are 5 tri-ring screws hidden under these rubber covers. They're very tricky to remove without damaging them, but I'm not reusing them, so it's not a big deal if I do break them. With the final screws gone, the top shell can be removed and the screen can also come out. These hinges are a little finicky to remove. They need to be pushed out halfway while the shell is closed, then while the shell is opened again, they can be pushed out entirely. These hinge covers just slide off, and that's the entire disassembly all done. This is all we'll reuse, plus the new shell. The speaker is surprisingly immaculate, however the button membranes are dirty, so I'll give those a quick clean, as well as the board. As usual, I'm just following my standard recipe of isopropyl alcohol with some cotton buds, and my dog's toothbrush. The board actually isn't too dirty, however for some peace of mind I'll just give it a quick clean, mainly in the high usage spots like the buttons, switches and cartridge slot. Now it's time to take a look at the new shell. This one even comes with a new sticker, which is good. It also comes with pretty much everything else you need. However, I won't be using the new screws as the originals are much nicer quality. Now we can start reassembling with the new parts in mostly the same order it came apart. It's best to go slow when installing the screws on a new shell, as they are self-tapping and are creating the thread for the first time. I'll be honest, I didn't even know the new shell came with new button membranes. However, I decided to remove them and install the original ones instead. The back shell comes pre-assembled, which is nice. All you need to do is add this bolt for the battery door, and that's it. The original hardware is a bit dusty, so I gave it a quick clean before installing. Finally, we can install the new rubber covers and we're done. And there we go. We're all done, and I'm very happy with how it looks. As I said at the start, this is one of my favorite shells you can get for the Game Boy SP. Simply because, like, well, I don't want to say it's unique. I know a lot of people have done it, but, like, why did they decide to go with the Super Nintendo for the SP? You know, they could have done any other console, but this one, it just works. The grey with the dark grey, the buttons and everything, it just looks really nice. Reshelling a console like this, or reshelling any Game Boy, is usually pretty quick and it's really simple. So it's a good mod if you'd like to get into doing this sort of stuff, because as you saw, it's just undoing a few screws, transferring some parts over, and then that's it. Now when you're reshelling things like DS lights and switches and everything like that, like pretty much from the DS onwards, that's when it gets a bit tricky. But any Game Boy is pretty straightforward and pretty simple. Now I will say the quality of this shell is obviously a lot lower than genuine Nintendo parts, obviously. I had to shave down, I didn't show it, but I had to shave down a little bit of the hinge bits where the paint had been applied. It made it a really tight fit and it was kind of squeaky every time you opened it. So I shaved that down just a touch, and now it looks, well, it works pretty well. The quality's not the best, but it looks good. I'm not going to be playing this every day, so it's probably going to be more of a display piece if I'm honest, but it overall looks really nice. You can see on the screen lens, if you follow just above the gap between Super and Famicom, the screen lens itself, like the bezel, is kind of like shaved down a tiny bit, like it hasn't been cut properly. But again, that's what I'm saying. The quality, I think I paid $28, maybe like $26 for this shell just on eBay. And I know that it's just from someone buying bulk from China just to make a profit and sell them. But that's fine, honestly. It's not going to be as high quality. If you want to reshell it, it's not going to be as high quality as genuine Nintendo. However, it's overall not too bad. Now, I would like to put a IPS screen in this. However, they're a bit expensive. They also take a while to get to Australia. So I have not ordered one, but I will soon. And whenever I order that and get that coming in, I'll whack an IPS screen in this just to top it off to make it look that much better. Because to be honest, the AGS-001 screens are not that great. They're better than a Game Boy Advance screen because they actually have some sort of light, but they just, because it's front lit, not backlit, it's just kind of washed out. If it was an AGS 101, mint. But because it's a 001, just the front light, no backlight, it's not as nice. So I'll order an IPS eventually, and whenever that comes in, I'll make a video installing that as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this sort of stuff, please leave me some kind words in the comments, and subscribe as well. It would be really helpful if you do subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 pretty soon because I'd like to. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!